What a statement win. Arkansas State didn't just beat Memphis, they dominated them 38-9. From the opening drive, the defense set the tone, flying to the football and forcing mistakes all night. In a rivalry game, that kind of physical performance sends a message. The Red Wolves didn't just win, they took control.
14 tackles for a loss, that's effort. 4 sacks, that's discipline. 3 interceptions, that's preparation paying off. But this isn't about numbers, it's about standards. If we can do this against Memphis, we can do it to anybody. The question now isn't how good we were, it's whether we're hungry enough to do it again next week. And speaking of next week, we got the number 11 team in the country on the road in their house. Good. That's exactly where we find out who we are. Noise won't matter, rankings won't matter, execution will, discipline will, effort will. They see a matchup, I see an opportunity, another standard to raise, another statement to make. And the Michigan fans are making a lot of statements right now. Big house by 30, not even close. We don't stand a chance. Good. Let them talk. Let them believe it's already decided. They see a ranking. We see an opportunity. All that noise is just fuel. And when that whistle blows, opinions won't matter. Execution will. Because this is what we work for. All that noise out there, all of that maize and blue is just a backdrop. They think this is their stage. Tonight is ours too. Stay composed, stay disciplined, one play at a time. We didn't come here to admire the stadium. We came here to change the conversation. What's up, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Arkansas State Dynasty. In today's episode, we have number 13 Michigan on the schedule, and this is a big game, not only for your Arkansas State Red Wolves, but for the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan is at home. They already took an L this season, so they really can't afford to lose another game. On the other hand, your Arkansas State Red Wolves, we just got into the top 25. If we lose here, we probably gonna drop back out of the top 25. So we don't want to lose. They don't want to lose. We're going on the road to Michigan. It's going to be real wild in this game as far as the crowd noise, and you're going to see that in just a second. And also, I want to say this is me post-recording. I don't know what happened to my audio as far as my microphone, but you won't hear me during the game, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got like that. I don't know what happened. So you're not going to hear me during the game. Just letting y'all know that right now. So hopefully y'all still enjoy the game, because I don't want to take time out to try to do a voiceover over something that I already done. I like the natural reactions that I get during the game as opposed to me trying to recreate what I did during the game. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know what's going on. But make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified the next time I drop a video just like this one. And also slide in the comments and talk to your boy. I'm sorry that y'all won't get a voiceover during the game. Unfortunate, but that'll just make me be more on top of my game when it comes to recording videos. I have gotten so used to my settings and how I have things set up that sometimes I get a little too comfortable, and I got too comfortable, and you see what happened. There's no voiceover for this video. I have to come back and add the voiceover in for the front after I already record the game. But anyway, I already know why you're here. You're not here to hear me talk. You're here for the game. So let's hop into it.
25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Allen's a really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. The inside handoff. A 7-yard pickup. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a
Oh, shit.
defense.
Here we go again.
On that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
on the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose.
And how to get him to the ground.
Just feeds the running back. He picks it together. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Hansen.
Coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going. And that last
second is short to keep this drive moving. Complete to the right.
Decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
All words you describe defensive lineman with.
Working that left side now. Turning it on. To the ground with the back. Pulled down. They'll run play action.
And those execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Bring in the heat. Didn't have anything working. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that score. Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far from them.
Wants to go up top. And it just on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Stevens. They stay from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to take off. And he has a solid game.
And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Pounded down the throw on 2nd down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they're not quite in. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection.
They'll run it from the gun. And with that, we've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart.
Have their best teams. They gotta have that balance. Right? You gotta have a guy back.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Touchdown, Wolverine! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
You're never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. Forget about it. Go do something else.
From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30. Moves it out to the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. The running back has it. How about this sophomore? They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Stevens.
Comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Damn it!
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic with the afternoon at the punter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the... Leaves it with the running back. Across the 45. They'll get him down.
Coaches, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how...
There he goes.
How about this offense?
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back.
Oh my God! And you're exchanging her.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. They'll give it to him again. Just working. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. And he finds it. Looking for room. It's Hatchett. Really good surge for this. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they looking for a physical attack from the gun. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll pick up.
Stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Underwood.
Denied.
And that's it.
On to kick it away.
Everybody stays in there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he drops it. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Steven. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it inside. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide. They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the grab over the middle. Looking downfield on first down. Completes it in the middle. Touchdown, Red Bulls! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this time update?
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things.
Had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go
short. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. And they'll spot it. Back to pass. It's Underwood. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The gun, the ground game. May not be the most... Running back searching for a hole. That one could really... Hand off to the lone back. They'll get the first down. They're going to ride this running back.
Down here, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's the way they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
What more do you want from me?
Give to the running back.
Physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left.
That they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really good.
A little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The hand to the running back. Got the first down and more. Using his legs, attach it. At midfield, he's got room.
Breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Good execution
and open field running ability. Everything they're doing.
Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Run in the red zone. It's Hatchett. He's brought down. Here's the handoff. He works his way off. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just needs it to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Pushes for the goal line. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Forges it. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly complete.
I like that because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And getting running backs on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And if they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Give to the single back. They make this. They'll need to get it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end.
Situation and building on that lead.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice job.
Just the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really...
There he goes. They bring him down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh,
Tell me I did not just see that.
Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
The give to the back. An explosive play. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is...
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stops it.
Especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Not a hole.
He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
The throw to the outside is complete. Here comes the option. Got the first down and more. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir.
Our best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looks as if we... Leaves it with the back. Gets it to the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room. After the run, now to throw. From the gun, wants to pass. And they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch.
You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down. Right back to the well. And that's
continue playing well after that big run there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood.
You missed
Buys a
it.
little time. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 30.
Oh, no. I know. Oh, no. Why, no. Oh, no. Well, I guess accidents happen when you least expect them. That's how come they call them accidents.
Stat that he carried.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
All right, so as you can see, that was a very, very good football game. We didn't come out on top, but I do like the way that we responded to some of the things that happened in that game. The fumble early in the game, we responded to that. The interception we had, I feel like we responded to that. The only thing is, on that final drive, we could not get off the field. We got it to 3rd down, I believe, and they threw it deep. I was not expecting them to throw the ball on that play, but they throw the ball on that play, they connect, and ball game. Andre Blum, he played all right, 14 of 24, 182 yards, completed 58% of his passes, 2 TDs. Of course, we talked about the pick and the fumble. You just can't have those mistakes in a game against Michigan, because when it comes down to a one-possession game, those are the type of things that you look back on. As far as running the ball, we did all right. Cedric Hawkins, 15 attempts, 102 yards, and a TD. Caleb McCaffrey also had 10 attempts for 101 yards and a TD. Trevor Hatchett, he also carried the ball 10 times for 87 yards and a TD. We didn't have problems running the ball, especially late in that game. We were running the ball at will, and I kind of feel like I should have kept running the ball when we had that interception. But we all know hindsight is 20/20, and looking back on it, of course, you'd be like, oh well, I could have did this different. I could have did that different. Maybe I could have ran the ball here instead of passing it. Maybe I could have passed the ball here instead of running it. All those type of things, defensive play calls, all this stuff. When you looking back on it, you can always be like, well, we could have done that different. On the receiving side, we didn't have a whole lot of receiving yards, because once we figured out that we can just run the ball at will, we started running it. Terrence Carter, 4 receptions, 47 yards. Romeo Stevens, 4 receptions, 42 yards. Kyle Hart D, no Diddy, 3 receptions, 57 yards. Terrence Carter did have 2 TDs. That was early in the football game. But outside of that, just not a whole lot going on as far as the receiving core and the tight ends. And I will say that the offensive line did very good, especially when it came to blocking when we were trying to run the ball. Our halfbacks were not getting touched until the 2nd level, maybe even the 3rd level sometimes, of their defense, especially in the second half. So clap it up for the offensive line for blocking very good today. Didn't allow any sacks, and we were able to run the ball successfully. That's all you can ask for. On the defensive side of things, I feel like we were very inconsistent today. We were able to get stops at times, and sometimes when we really need to get stops, we were not able to get them. We allowed some big runs in the first half. We allowed some big pass plays. Just a whole lot of stuff that we need to clean up on the defensive side. Now, granted, we are playing a team that's much better than us as far as overall. They have better talent. They have better players. Like I said before, it's a better university, more money, more NIL, all that type of stuff. We know that. But I still like the way my team showed up today and competed against a team that was the runner-up for the national championship last season. And we came to the big house and we did not disappoint. Well, you can say it was a disappointment because we lost, but as far as us showing up and competing, we did not disappoint. And as far as the recruiting board, I feel like we are doing okay. We do have a couple 4-star halfbacks that we're looking at. One has locked us out because of playing style, I believe, but nobody else is going after him. And I believe if we leave him on the board and nobody else goes after him and we are in first at the end of the season, he will end up on the team, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to keep him on the board. We also have some 4-star receivers. We're looking good on those guys. Have some 3 stars, fullback. We have another athlete right there. I think that athlete is maybe a fullback. No, he's a receiver. Excuse me. That's a receiver. Anyway, we have a right tackle that we're looking at, leaning on him. Hopefully we can get him. I always want more help on the offensive line. We got some left tackles, some 3 stars. Got a right guard. Actually, we got 3 right guards that are 4 stars that we're looking at that we have a chance of getting. Auburn is going after one of these guys, so that may be a problem. We do have a visit scheduled, so hopefully that helps us out. We also have this 4-star four-star right guard that we're leading on right now. We have another one that we're leading on. We have a center that we're leading on. Looks like Auburn is trying to go after that guy as well. We have an edge that we're looking at, leading on him. Have another edge that we're leading on as well. So trying to keep that defensive line intact. We do have Charlie Collins, who is a sophomore, I believe. He's a sophomore or a junior. I think he's a junior maybe this year. But anyway, we do have that. We have a defensive tackle that we're getting some competition on. Looks like Kentucky might be going after him. We also have this Will linebacker and a Sam linebacker. So got a Will and a Sam. We also have an athlete who could be a linebacker. We have three four-star cornerbacks that we're looking at. We're losing on this guy right now, but I want to see what happens here. We're winning on this one, and I think we're winning on the next guy as well. Yes, we are. Nobody's really going after him. We do have a couple free safeties that we're leading on as well. Got to bring no safeties in because, you know what I'm saying, we like our safeties. And we have a strong safety on the board as well. And for the top 25, we got Alabama at 1, we got Georgia at 2, Florida at 3, Texas at 4, USC at 5, Auburn at 6, we got UCLA at 7, Baylor at 8, LSU at 9, Penn State at 10, Michigan at 11, and Notre Dame sitting at number 12. Ohio State took an L, and I know I'm moving faster than what the screen is showing. That's because, of course, I already recorded this, and I'm trying to stay in the same kind of pattern as before, but I don't necessarily remember what I said before because I don't have a script. So I'm not reading off a piece of paper or the computer screen or my phone, and then whatever is going on, I'm just going as I go. So yeah, that's what we got. Anyway, Ohio State drops from 6 to 13 after they lose to number 1 Alabama. We also got Colorado right here, Pittsburgh, Oregon, Miami, Washington, Kansas State. But the news so far is we are no longer in the top 25, and I kind of figured that was going to happen. But I don't think we're going to be too far away from the top 25. So all we got to do is finish out this season winning, and we'll be back in there. And of course, like the previous few weeks, we haven't played a conference game, so it's not a whole lot to talk about here. Marshall's still sitting on top with their 1 win in the conference over Georgia State. But outside of that, not a whole lot to talk about, so we can move on. And for the Heisman watch, we got Keelan Russell sitting on top. We got Colton Joseph at number 2. We got Kelby Valsin at number 3. And we got Malachi Nelson at number 4. And we have Julia Lewis at number 5. And if you made it to this part of the episode, you already know how I go on this show. It's the outro. It's an unfortunate set of circumstances all the way around. I didn't have my audio for me in the game. We also took an L on top of that. But I would like to think that we can build on this loss because we played very well, especially on the offensive side, running the ball. We did have some turnovers that I wish we could take back, but we can't take those back. We had the fumble from Andre Blum. We had the interception from Andre Blum, but the interception wasn't necessarily on Andre Blum. It was more on the tight end catching the ball. Then he got hit, and then he tosses it up in the air. And of course, there's a safety sitting right there waiting on the ball to drop right in his hands, just like any other time when we throw interceptions, whether it's a defensive lineman, a linebacker, a safety, or a corner. There's always somebody right there waiting on the ball when it pops up in the air, and that's what happened. Now we have to move on to Louisiana, our first conference game on this schedule so far, and this will be a revenge game as well. So we have another revenge game. We already beat up on Memphis. Now it's time for us to beat up on Louisiana and set the tone for the Sun Belt. And I feel like we can do that. I feel like we can do it. We got a team to do that this year. We know we can run the ball. We know we can pass it when we need to. We just got to eliminate those turnovers. And I feel like we can win out the rest of this season. Besides the Texas A&M game, that might be another game where it'll be close and it'll come down to us not turning the ball over or whatever. But before we get there, we got to focus on the task at hand, and the next task is Louisiana. Unfortunately, we fell short against Michigan, but we learned some stuff from that game. Now we have to take it and apply it to the next game. But before you get out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified the next time I drop a video just like this one. And also slide in the comments saying talk to your boy. And like I said, I apologize for not having my audio in the video. I could have did a voiceover over it, but it would have took me probably twice as long to edit this video, and I wanted to get this video out as fast as possible for you guys because I know that you guys are waiting on Arkansas State football. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all waiting. waiting. And before y'all go to sliding in my comments and sliding in the Discord, hey coach, where the Arkansas State Red Wolves at, man? We fiending for the Red Wolves, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go on ahead and get it out there ahead of time. And hopefully you guys won't be too disappointed with the L and my audio not being in here. But y'all got to hear me a little bit, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning and the end. So you got that. But I am your HC. This has been another episode of Arkansas State Dynasty here in season 3, coming off an L, but I believe we're going to bounce back. And until next time, I'm out.